Hi, what's up? My name is Alexis, or you may call me Exis, and this is the Exis Diaries. In today's video, I will be doing journal prompts with you, and these journal prompts are about getting to know yourself a little bit better, and I will be writing, and you can write alongside with me. And of course, if I'm going too fast for you, or if I finish before you are finished, don't be afraid to pause the video and then continue where you left off. And here are the prompts that I will be writing and talking about in the video. And now, let's get into it. Grab your journal, grab your favorite pen. I have two. I write my questions in pink, and then I like to write my answers in blue. So sorry that the camera's shaking. My phone stand. I keep hitting the desk. So let's get into the first question. The first question is, what is something you absolutely love about yourself? Now, let's get into the writing. I'm finished, but if you are not finished with the first prompt, go ahead and pause this and finish, and then, resume whenever you would like. But if you are ready now, I would like to share mine. I answered the first question, what is something you absolutely love about yourself, with my sense of humor, and then I also answered, my hands-on approach to things. For example, yesterday, my niece has a 2x2 Rubik's Cube, okay? And she can't figure it out. I can figure it out. I'm not a Rubik's Cube type of person, okay? I like to dismantle things and put them back together. So that's what I did with the Rubik's Cube. We took it apart, put it back together. But before I could do that, one of the little plastic pieces within it went missing in the living room. Couldn't find it for the life of me, okay? And I ended up using, this part of the water bottle, because it was the same material as the thing that went missing. And I just scrunched it up to the size of it, and I used that to put it back together instead of giving up, So I love that about me. Yeah. And on to the second question, which is, what is your favorite genre of music and why? All right, let's write. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video right now. And if you don't need more time, here I am. So I will answer the question, and if, of course, you're feeling up to it, just put the number by it and then say your answer in the comments if you truly want to share. Go for it. So I said my favorite genre of music is metal or metalcore, or something that's just hard rock, like just rock in general. I love that shit. It's my favorite because it makes me feel alive. It just makes me feel energetic, especially when it has the right message behind it too. Like, I'm so about messages. Like, my favorite song right now is Burned at Both Ends 2 by Motionless in White from their newest album, Scoring the End of the World. I listen to that, it gives me hype, man. It just makes me feel good. Let's move on to the third question. But the third question is, what always puts a smile on your face? What is something that whenever it happens, or whenever you think about it, or whenever it just appears in your life, you're just always smiling. You're like, yes, that's right. And I'm actually done already. I didn't realize I would come to a conclusion this fast, but please feel free to pause the video if you need more time. So my answer to what always puts a smile on my face is whenever my dog has the zoomies, she like runs around really fast, or she like lunges at me and barks at me in order to play. Like, I think that's like the cutest thing ever, and I love it so much. And whenever she does that, it's like I'm always so happy to see it. You know, if she's happy, I'm happy. Just thinking about it makes me smile. Look at me, I'm cheesing and shit. That's what puts a smile on my face. I would love to know what puts a smile on your face down in the comments. Moving on to question number 4. This one is an interesting question. The question number 4 is, what hobby makes you lose track of time? All right, let's write. Alright, and if you need more time, go ahead and pause. But here is my answer to what hobbies make me lose track of time. So I wrote, playing video games is definitely one, especially if the game is very interesting and has a good story and just has good gameplay mechanics in general. Another one is doing something with my hands. Like an example is the Rubik's Cube that I stated earlier. That took me 2 hours and I didn't realize it until the end of it because I was so focused on and determined to put this Rubik's Cube back together after dismantling it. It was so fun. It was so fun. Moving on to question number 5. Question number 5 is, how do you recharge after a long day? All right, let's get writing. Okay, if you need more time, please pause. How do I recharge after a long day? I would have to be alone to do all of this. Like, I live with a lot of people right now, and in order for me to actually truly recharge and decompress after a long day is to be alone while meditating or doing breath work or journaling or even listening to frequencies. Sometimes to recharge too, I like to just recharge with some video games, man. And while I'm playing the video games, I'll have the subtitles on, but then I'll wear my Bluetooth headphones that's connected to my phone to listen to frequencies as I do it. So that way I'm recharging while also doing something that I like to do. Awesome. And now let's move on to question 6. Question 6 is, what is something that you've always wanted to try and why? All right, let's write. All right, the sun has reappeared again. As you can tell, it's brighter in here. But I am finished. And you know what that means if you're not. So what is something you always wanted to try and why? And I'll share mine as well. So I've always wanted to try pro wrestling, like WWE. I always saw that and thought that it looked fun. Like I've always wanted to go to the top rope and jump off onto someone. That would be crazy. Or even just get hit down and fall into the mat, because they say that it's not as comfortable or like as cushiony as people think it is. I just want to see what it's like, you know what I mean, to just fall into that at least once in my life, just once. I also wrote, I guess you can say that I'm prone to violence, pain, and drama. And that's perfect, because WWE is literally all three of that combined. It's a soap opera with fighting. I love that. Moving on to question number 7. And question number 7, if you could do anything you want and not fail, what would that be? And with this question, you can go as crazy, as wild as you want. All right, let's write. Alrighty. I am finished, and if you are not, go ahead and pause, or you can just keep it playing while I talk. For question number 7, what I wrote is that I would fly without wings, without technology, without falling, without a suit. I would fly all on my lonesome by myself. Kind of like how they do in that movie Chronicle, if you've ever seen it, the 2013 one. Or even how Supergirl and Superman fly by themselves. That's what I want. That's what I would do if I could not fail. I would love to just fly on my own. What would you do? But moving on to number 8. Question numero 8 is, what/who, could be a who too, but what are the 5 most important things in your life right now? And why? You can do this list style, you can do this sentence style, however you feel. I like to do list, I'm a list girl. All right, let's write. All right. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause. But I am finished and I will share. So, what are or who are the 5 most important things or people in your life right now and why? All right, and here are my answers. The first being my girlfriend, because she makes me feel seen and heard. The second being my dog, because she always brings me a sense of joy and I love her companionship. Love my doggy. This channel is actually one of the most important things in my life right now, because it's giving me a sense of purpose and creativity in my career aspect. I don't know if this is hard for anyone else, but it's hard for me to be vulnerable. So this is a little bit of a challenge for me, but that's okay. The fourth, I put breathwork, meditation, subs, and frequencies. I put them all together because if I just did them separately, that'd be the whole list, and nah. Breathwork, meditation, subs, and frequencies because they help me regulate my emotions and energy levels to live a more peaceful and calm life. And the last, but very not least, is nature, actually. Because when I go on walks and see all the birds, bugs, lizards, and bees, it makes me feel more connected to the earth. It brings like a sense of healing to me whenever I go on walks and I see all that. It's like, wow, I'm a part of something bigger. I'm not just here to work and eat, sleep, and shit. Like, I'm here to actually be a part of something. And it's one of the most important things. It reminds me that I am more than just a cog in the machine of capitalism. I am a human being, and I love that. Last but certainly not least is list 5 things that you'd want to experience in your lifetime. All right, let's write. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hi. If you need more time, go ahead and pause. But I have the courage now to share this list. Life outside of the United States. Living alone with my girlfriend and my dog, of course. Having a lot of subscribers on this channel. Being able to afford anything I want just on this channel's main income alone. Finding true, loving, and loyal friendships. And of course, having a cozy, comfortable, laid back, and peaceful life. Those are the 5 things that I truly want to experience in my life before I kick the bucket. And I would love to hear what you would love to do. But I would love to hear back from you. Did this video help you? Did it help you understand yourself more? I had a lot of fun doing the journaling part 2 with you guys. And I had a lot of fun answering and telling you guys a little bit more about me. And honestly, I can't wait for you guys to find more about yourself too doing this video. You guys can do this video as much as you want, as little as you want. You can do it just one time. But coming back to doing journaling, especially when like you feel like you're in your head too much, you don't know who you are, you're like a little lost, this can help you find yourself more. So that way you can get and be the person you want to be. And of course, I will have more journaling videos out later on that is more into shadow work, which is more deeper personal questions, and then also other ones that are light and fun. You just like, yes, little nice journal warm up. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to anyone who is watching this right now and who has stuck around this whole time and actually did the journal prompts. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for taking the time out of your day trying to understand yourself more. And I hope that this video helped you learn more about yourself. Thank you so much for participating, for watching. Thank you. My name is Exis. This is the Exis Diaries. And thank you for getting to know yourself just a little bit better. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. My second earring on the floor. I've been doing this whole thing without a second earring. And that's gonna be a fucking blooper, ain't it? Apologies. Here I am once again. Oh my god, feeling lost. Stop it. Some of my favorite metal bands are of course Motionless in White for over a decade now. In This Moment, System of a Down, Linkin Park, and of course, Bring Me the Horizon.